Thank you, brother.
Welcome to League Report, where we give you the ins and outs of the LOB. I got the special guest, Zeyd Sheikh, number 25 from 23SB, point guard, champion. How's it to be here, Zed?
It's good to be here. It's a privilege to be here. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, as one of the better players in the league, as a captain of 23SB, you're coming off your second championship in an absolutely drama-filled finals. If you guys haven't watched this stream, go check it out. Zed, I'd like to hear some thoughts on this crazy final game you had. Big deficit, some drama going on with the officiating, cold streak, guys hot on the Mambas. You guys turned it around. Give me some thoughts on the final, brother.
Well, first of all, I think it was a great advert for the league. You know, it was a great game. I'm happy we made it into a great game because there was potential for it not to be a great game and just a blowout.
Yeah.
Because they started great. They were hot. They shot the ball well. We missed shots. We turned the ball over a lot. But we knew we could work our way back because, you know, sometimes when a team jumps out to an early lead, you'd rather them do it then, right? Right in the beginning, rather than blow it open in the second half. So I always thought we were thereabouts, and keep it within 10-12 by halftime, second half. I had faith in my team that we'd be able to pull it off. So,
were there any key moments in the game that helped you feel like we can get this game back close and make our way from there? Because you guys were down 20 at one point.
Yeah.
Now it's easy to sit here as a champion and say we always had faith, but were there any, particular plays or particular players that helped you get over the top in that time of adversity?
Yeah, I think second quarter is when we worked our way back because that first quarter was horrible.
Yeah.
And it's a cliche, but we said, we can't play any worse than that. So go out second quarter, cut into that lead, work hard. And our guys off the bench helped. Zayn came in, Zafar came in. They gave us that push.
Yeah.
They were patient. They watched us stink it up in that first quarter. And they came and they got it right. And we worked our way back. And the MVP of the final, Umar, fought, and he kept us in it too. And really, I think what changed was our defense. Our defense got locked in. We gave up 27 points, I think, in the first quarter, and then 33 points for the rest of the game. So,
any defensive adjustment there? Any talk at halftime?
Yeah,
You have a Coach Carter moment?
No. We talked amongst each other, that wasn't acceptable. We can't give up 27 points, So just hard effort, get out quicker to shooters. I help on double teams, and get the stop and run. And we weren't doing that. We were a bit cold early. So it all comes from defense. You know that.
Defense wins championships.
And like I said, 33 points in 3 quarters.
Yep.
That's what changed the game.
Yep. Well, moving on from the final, which was, again, if you guys haven't seen the stream, you got to check it out. It's posted on our page. Give that a look. Any general thoughts on how season 2 went? Some teams that caught your eye, some players that caught your eye. Talk to me about that.
Season 2 was epic, man. Like 10 or 12 teams, I think. No, 10 teams, 9 games, quarters, semis, finals. That's 12 games.
Yep.
3 months.
Yep.
So it's epic. It's long. It's a journey. So it was tough. It was really tough. It was a really tough season, a really competitive season. And with the number of teams, obviously, there's a lot of good players.
Give me some. Come on, we need to hear it.
I mean, the teams that impressed me the most, I think Omega impressed me a lot.
Yep.
I like the way they play.
What's their style of play?
I like the way they play. They're a passing team.
Yep.
They play hard defense. They are selfless. And I like that. I like passing teams.
Any other teams?
Triple S is one to look out for. They're
in season 3.
In season 3, and they, I think they developed in season 2. they're a mishmash of players, they're newly
Younger
formed,
guys?
younger guys, a couple of vets in there too, but just new guys being thrown in, a lot of talent, still figuring it out. And I think that they're one to really watch because they have a lot of talent in that team. And going forward, they could be a competitor as well. There's a lot of good teams, though. I'm looking forward to the younger teams as well, just the weaker teams, because they've got that exposure now. They've seen the quality. I think the quality is really high in the league, especially the top 4 or 5 teams, and they need to bridge that gap. So I saw them improve from season 1, where some of them were really out of their depth, but they worked their way into season 2, and I think they're going to get better. So it's exciting. It's exciting to see the quality increase all the way through, from the bottom to the top.
One topic I forgot to mention, going back to rallying back to the finals, is we got to talk about finals MVP in a little bit more detail. Tell me about Mr. Omer, Mr. T-Rex. Tell me about some of the positive things he did to help you win that game. And not just that game, but his growth overall to get him to the point of being a finals MVP.
Yeah.
Right?
So, it's funny because he's finals MVP, but I still think he's underrated.
You got to explain that to me.
Because I don't think people realize how good he is. He cleans up, gets his rebounds, putbacks. And where he's really shown growth is that he runs the floor now. Season 1, he wasn't running the floor as much. But, he's trimmed down, he's gone in better shape. He gets up and down now. Before we'd scream at him, like,
you know what, I'll tell you? I've seen the whole league get in better shape.
Yeah,
everyone's moving a little bit better. Everyone's a little sharper.
Of course.
Right? Everyone's ball handling a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I hope to see that, and I'm positive I will see that in season 3.
Yeah.
And it's a very exciting thing to be a part of a league that's just trending in this direction. It can only rise.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's a beautiful feeling.
Absolutely.
Other topics for you, Zed. I wanted to talk about some young players up and coming in the league that you've had your eyes on. I know you're a big time scout. You love watching basketball. You come watch the game sometimes, outside of 23SB. Any young players that have caught your eye that may be, quote unquote, the faces of the league going forward, or guys to look out for?
There are lots of quality players.
I need names, my guy.
I mentioned Triple S, and you've got Temur, who I think is one of the best shooters in the league.
Yeah.
I mentioned Omega, and both their guards, Asad and Usman, I think, really talented kids.
Yeah.
Really talented kids, and I think they could be some of the best 2 guards in the league for many, many years going forward.
Any big guys catch your eye? Younger big guys?
Big guys. We've got Temur's brother, Salu, who's a good player. Rana Athar he's not a center, but small forward, power forward.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's an absolute beast, just waiting to explode, Of course, we've got Hassan Zafar, but he's established now,
Yep.
Just really in all positions, it's really interesting to see. There's a lot of quality, a lot of young guys, and you see them getting better every season, and they're only going to get better because, unlike me, they've got a decade ahead of them, 15
Then you
years
got a lot
ahead
of
them.
time. You got a lot of time.
I don't know about that.
So another thing I wanted to talk to you about, again, being the captain of the championship team, what are some things that you're going to implement in season 3 to hopefully you're going for a 3-peat? It's a pretty big thing. There's very big names attached to the 3-peat. Great T-shirts could be made from that. But what are you going to implement into your team to, face down but a very hungry league that is not going to want that?
Yeah,
so,
it's the same as season 2. Just stay humble, stay grounded. Be true to yourself. Don't be arrogant. I hate that. I tell our guys this: every game has to be taken seriously. It doesn't matter who we're playing.
Agreed.
We cannot approach any game with any sort of lightness or without the intensity that it deserves. So same thing. We start from scratch. We haven't won anything. We're starting season 3 again.
Yep.
And you start the first game like you play the first game like you would play the finals, and we have to keep that going. You can't rest on your laurels. You can't think of, chalo, we won 2, we'll win the 3rd. No, man. It starts. You start from 0 again. That's what I said in season 2.
Humble approach. I like it. All right, Zed, we've had a great discussion here, and I think that wraps it up for now. I'm sure we'll see you back here sometime.
Inshallah.
And hopefully I can interview again. I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsor for the league this season, Swag Kicks, which has also ran a great 3-on-3 tournament recently. I'm sure you guys all saw the clips for that. Function is a gym and fitness studio that we've partnered with that we're very excited to work with. And we look forward to seeing all you guys for more episodes to come. Thank you, Zed.
Thanks for having me. All right. So, whose shadi are you going to tonight then?
Shadi? No shadis.
No
bro.
shadi tonight?
No shadis,
How's
bro.
that possible?
I stayed so low.